Coach, not leaving this one to doubt, having the best score of the day. How important was it for you guys to finish as strong as you did?
Well, we talked about that after the first round, and talked about it again yesterday, that this team has been really focused every single day, and just don't lose your focus of what you're doing and go out and do something today that's special. And you have an opportunity to do it, and they did. They had some challenges out there and came back once again. So extremely proud of them, Lane, for being able to shoot the low round of a day with a lead.
Coach, as tough as that loss at ACC's was, and as tough as the guys took it, just how impressed were you with their performance through these last 3 days?
It all goes back to them. They were hurt. I was hurt. But the way they handled it, we tell people to respond, not react, and that's exactly what they did. They responded to that situation with being here every morning. I mentioned it, before the tournament started. They're here every morning at 9 o'clock, practice as a team, lunch as a team, worked out in the evening as a team, just stayed focused the entire time.
Let's talk about just the mental preparation and the fortitude to continue to put their foot on the net throughout the course of the tournament.
Well, fortunately, these guys are competing. They compete with each other as well. So we had some interesting inter-team battles going on out there, and looking at each other across the fairways. And that's really ultimately what every coach here wants. They want their players challenging each other every day. And if you're Brett Roberts and your goal is to beat John Pack, then you better be focused throughout that day.
How much has Brett, evolved from the start of the freshman year to now, and how much has John been kind of the motivating factor for that? Because John mentioned Harry Ellis was kind of his guy, his poster on the wall.
John Pack told me the start of this year, said, I have several opportunities. He had a U.S. Open he played in, and he's played in the Walker Cup, and he said, this golf team is going to be my focus, and everyone on it. And he did that. He challenged Brett. He would put his arm around any one of the players, and Brett latched on to John, and he said, that's going to be the guy that I want to be, and hopefully Brett will be the guy in 3 years behind that. But no, John's been phenomenal for everyone on the team. And Brett, you asked about his improvement, physically maybe as much as I've seen anybody here. The player he was when he came in, the size, the growth, he's probably an inch and a half taller than he was. I bet he's put on 20 pounds, 15 pounds, probably 15 yards off the tee, and he wedges it and putts it better than he did. So he's become a complete player.
You mentioned last week how you wanted to see some more counting scores from other places in your lineup. You got that this week. How much more dangerous does that make this team when you're getting those low scores from everyone in the lineup?
It's all about confidence, and we talked to them about it, and they knew it. Sometimes the more you harp on something, the worse you get at it. But they knew they wanted to contribute and wanted to do better. And that's talk about Freddie today, going out and our first guy out has not played as well as he wanted to, and gets a 68 on a really hard golf course. So, and Cole came out the first day with a 68 and then a 70 yesterday, and his 70 yesterday happened to be a 32 on the back nine. So, very good point. The 4 and 5 guys didn't play like 4 and 5 guys this week. I think we had all 5 guys in the top 16 the last time I checked.
Coach, you talked about punching this course in the mouth first all week long. You guys only recorded 5 bogeys on the back nine today. Is that pretty much what you were meaning by that all week?
Well, you know where you have to get this golf course, and it's early because that's where your short irons come in. Once you get to the 9th tee, then you're trying to make pars. And if you get a birdie, it's just you might be able to get on the par 5s a little bit, but other than that, it's just a really big back nine. And that's why to get momentum is such a huge thing for young players, is to be under par and to get going, and not to be. You don't want to go to that 9th tee 2 or 3 over needing something. But once again, Cole did it yesterday. But we definitely wanted them to come out and be aggressive and not let the golf course dictate to them. We need them to dictate how the hole's going to play.
Arizona's up next. Just talk about the preparation from now until you arrive there, and what is it going to take to carry that same momentum over?
Well, we're not going to change anything. I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense. We're going to try to get them to rest because like someone like John's just come off the Walker Cup, and then now he's going to go to a U.S. Open qualifier in Dallas and then meet us in Arizona. But we're going to try to get them to kick back and rest a little bit. But once again, we need to continue what we're doing. They'll be at a workout tomorrow, I promise you. They were joking with their strength coach whether he was going to make them go do one right now.
Trey, you've had some great players, some great teams. You've been to nationals quite a few times. Is this as good as you felt about a team?
going into this part of the season?
Absolutely, and we don't like to compare teams. I don't think any coach does, but the thing about this one is when you got a player like John Pack on the team, and we've had Brooks and Daniel on teams before, that goes a long ways when you get late into the tournament, late into things where you have a guy. The thing I think is going a little bit unheard of, and Brentley pointed it out at Seminole, is we're playing 3 freshmen right now. So that's going to be a great experience for them as well.
Coach, can you give us a preview of your golf course will play out there and how it sets up for your team?
Well, it's going to be a big golf course. We know that it's a true desert course. Our key is going to be to retrain these guys' eyes, because here they're used to looking at pine trees instead of cactus, and the fairways will be wide enough, but they don't look like it out there. So we've got some things that we're going to do to show them how wide they are with some tape measures and some different things that we think will help ease their mind off the tee, because these guys are used to looking at water left, sand right, beaches. They're not used to looking at cactus, so we'll have to train them a little bit.
Coach, and the field that you'll play against, who the teams that are?
Well, I think that's being decided right now, but this tournament is known as the toughest amateur tournament in the world. It's harder than the U.S. Amateur. It's got a better strength of field than the British Amateur. So as far as amateur golf goes, this is the best amateur golf field in the world, and we're glad to be a reason why it is.
What did it mean for you guys to host this week and have it here and show off this course, and what this program has to offer with regards to having this as their home course?
It was cool from the start. When the banners started going up, when the tents started coming in, we're like, okay, it's happening. And then kind of like the rest of us, to see it clean up and look like a champion golf course with all the signs out there and the different things that go along with it. So it's something that was been on my mind for 18 years since I've been here, how to get a championship golf course, and then how to host any tournament in the world on it. And can't tell you enough how thankful I am for President Thrasher, Ed Burr, and then all the donors, our Seminole boosters, have allowed it to happen.